Hey, I'm Matt Hill. We're here at Permian Baseball Show live. Thanks to our sponsor, TD Williamson. Man, they're gracious enough to give us this space. I'm going to just have you guys introduce yourself.
My name is Stephen Green. I'm the corporate business development manager for our North Texas division with Cavis Energy.
Hi, I'm Crystal Grubbs, corporate business development manager for West Texas.
And I'm Kirk Mehaffy, director of corporate development, just everywhere.
All right. Well, to me, the reason I do this, what inspires me, it's the stories of how we all got in here. You know, I mean, everybody's got a great story, and the passion that you bring to our industry is what keeps driving us to provide the energy for human flourishing. You know, and the foundation and the education that we're gonna, make sure that everybody keeps their lights on, whether they know it or not. We're doing it. You know, so what's your background?
My background was in heavy construction equipment for the first part of my career, then got into the oil business in the Eagle Ford boom back in 2009, 10-ish. Worked through midstream, came out here, was at the oil show, got recruited into the electrical part of the world and loved it. It's a new opportunity to learn and build your professional career kind of every single day. So now we're in the mid to downstream part of things and wouldn't change it for the world. So.
Did you have family in oil and gas? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in South Texas, down in a little town called Angleton, Danbury. They were not. I was a rodeo guy, team rope for a long time. Showed cattle. Family had cows, and my mom and dad worked in the construction industry. My mom was a nurse, and just had kind of no ties to the oil business whatsoever. When
somebody got you interested,
yeah, when I got done rodeoing, got out of the heavy equipment business. Like I said, the oil field was booming, and some friends of mine worked in the midstream business and got me into that part of it, building pipelines, and then just kind of rolled out from there pretty much. So
I'm glad you're here. Same questions, like, how'd you get here? Where'd you grow up? Did somebody in your circle, entice you to get into our industry?
Absolutely. So I grew up right up the road from Stephen. We've known each other going on about 20 years. And where we grew up, it's a heavy petrochem refining area. So if you weren't in construction, you were a nurse or you were in the plants. And went to college and moved back. And my mom was a senior buyer for Dow Chemical. My stepdad worked in a PVC factory. And then my dad was a lineman. So I kind of had nowhere else to go. It just made sense.
Yeah, they're like, hey, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny? Because my family, my kids, they've given, they know about our industry,
mm-hmm.
but they've had those candid conversations. They're like, man, Dad, there's the word out there that it's bad for the environment and it's, it's dirty and it's scary and it's not going to be around forever. So, that's changed a lot from back then.
Absolutely. And thankfully, when we were coming up and all of this as a kid, my mom was actually able to bring me into the plants before OSHA got real serious and all that. So I'd been around all that since I was yay high.
Tell me about yourself, buddy.
Okay. My story's a little bit long. I've been doing this.
I like long stories. Okay. This is what podcast.
Well, that's me. It's 46 years in this business. Started in the oil and gas business when I was 15 years old. Grew up in a little oil field town called Breckenridge, Texas. Born and raised there. Got into oil patch, one of the very first booms in the 70s, and got into the oil patch then. Didn't think I'd ever need college. I was making so much money in the oil patch. You don't need college back in those days. But worked out there for a long time. Ended up through company buyouts and stuff like that. I ended up with working for Parker and Parsley and then Pioneer Natural Resources for 17 years.
Big names.
And got into the technology and artificial lift world, working for them. I was still fairly young. I was running the artificial lift group and doing all their automation and SCADA stuff for them, and pretty much topped out and still young, and decided I wasn't done yet. And
you're never done. You're a leader.
never done. Never. I'm never
You cannot
done.
take
But I quit
the
that job
you have
and went and started this company up out of my garage. Hired a couple of technicians, bought a couple of trucks, and just got after it and built a really, really good, solid, successful company. Up around 130 technicians running around, and I did have a really great partner. His name was Don Bennett. That he was my partner. I was his customer when I was at Pioneer, and we always talk about doing our own deal, and he was my partner, and he ran the kind of the business side. I ran the field side of it, the services side of the business, and grew it. And coming up on end of last year, really about 3 years ago, we just kind of decided that where the industry's going with all the big mergers and the companies getting bigger and bigger, we had to do the same thing. And it was just he and I, so we weren't really financially prepared to put the money behind it to do what we felt like it was going to take to build a successful and ongoing business. So we decided to get it ready to sell, and we did put the company out to market, and we were looking for somebody to buy us. It's not somebody that just builds up a business and then tries to flip it. We wanted somebody that was serious about it and really wanted to come in and put money behind the company and to grow and to make it into something really, really special. And that's always been a dream, and man, I'm living a dream right now. And so we ended up selling out to a company called CDN Controls. They're a Canadian company, does the same thing that we do in Canada, but they're really big. They have like 750 employees, and they're owned by the Hoffman family of companies. And so both of us now are owned by the Hoffman family of companies, and the Hoffmans are traditionally, they're people that go in, they don't buy companies to sell, they buy companies to build. And they put money in the support and provide what you need to grow.
And keep their leaders there.
They nothing, absolutely zero has changed in our leadership group. We kind of took a little step down where I was a VP before, because of the big deal. You got a new CEO and a COO and a CEO. So our CEO and he stepped down to, his name is Jesse Platts, stepped down to an SVP. I stepped down to the director role, and man, we're building it and growing it. We've grown substantially this year. Our plan this year is to get everything in line to where it needs to be, gelling, ERP systems, all that kind of stuff in place, and then just start killing it next year. So that's what our plans are, and that's what we're going to do.
Sounds like you're killing it right now.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. So for those that don't know, 30,000 foot view and elevator pitch, what's your bullet points of what your company does?
We're a IE&A company, instrumentation, automation, and electrical, but we're a full service company. We design build.
Engineering, all of it.
We can do the engineering, we can do the programming, we can do any little piece of it in between, because a lot of the bigger companies like to do a lot of that stuff in-house. So we'll take what they give us and go, work with it. A lot of times we'll help find better ideas and stuff like that, but we build the panels, we program the PLCs, we design the programs. I mean, you kind of name it on that part of the world, and that's what we do. I mean, Crystal or Stephen may have more to add to that, but we try to be a full service solution company.
Hey, like working for that.
I love it.
Isn't that great? I mean, like this energy right here.
Yeah,
like, this is what driving our industry.
It is. It's great. I work with one of the best group of people that I've worked with in my entire career. Kurt, his knowledge of what he does and what he brings to the table, plus the rest of our crew. I couldn't ask for a better company to work for. And everybody says that and like, oh, that's the company thing to say. It's not. We all take care of each other whenever, family tragedies happen or different things happen. we all look out for each other. We have each other's back when somebody needs some help. I mean, whenever say we work as a team, a lot of people say sales team. Our team is a sales team. We step in every way, shape, or form, from the bidding process to the getting jobs to the execution to everything we do. And to be honest, like I said, I couldn't ask to work for a better group of people than the people I work with. It makes it actually fun to get up and go to work every morning. So
absolutely. What are you looking forward to? What are you gonna put your role to work as right now? I mean, he's ready.
Absolutely. So I've only been with these guys for about 6 weeks now. And we're developing a stronger marketing plan and how we're going to grow and scale the business and where we really want to focus all of our efforts for next year. So I came in at the perfect time to really come in, put my stamp on the Permian with them and figure out how we're going to grow the project side and how we're going to gain more market share with embedded technicians, because we handle everything from the new construction and the design work all the way to making sure it continues to run the way they intended it to when they got with us to start. So it's exciting.
And not just the way it's been continuing, but I mean, look at the innovation you guys offer. A lot of, ways like they didn't even know that they could grow. Like, hey, did you think about this? Did you think about this? Did you think about this? They have all these new, options available, because every molecule that we harvest is important. And the way we do it and the way we measure it, the way we track it, I mean, there's no end to what you guys offer, in automation and technology, data, science. That all these tools now are available for these operators and engineers upstream, midstream, downstream to utilize now. And you put your heart and soul into the research and development and implementing this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we built this company because when this company really got going solid and hard is when gas prices were high and the Barnett Shale was just cooking, and there wasn't anybody there to do what we do. I mean, it was new, these big high volume wells and stuff like that was new, and we were kind of it, and there wasn't very many of us, so we kind of made our name by hiring good people with great work ethic and teaching them. And that's how this company was built. We've got a lot of great mentors like Stephen and Crystal and others. And we still have a lot of really young guys that we're bringing up and teaching. And we look for a lot of business so that we can hire these younger people in and bring them up and teach them. And so, I mean, that's all of our goals is to keep this thing going. If we don't have these young people coming in, then all of us old guys are going to go away at some point. So
we're never going away.
We got to have the new
blood. Not going to happen. I love every second of what I do.
Everybody asks me when I'm going to quit, and I said probably when I die. Yeah. That'll be the day.
There'll be something for me to figure out to do.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry.
All right. Well, what is something just one thing before I know you guys got a big show here today, but what's something you really want to get here to the Permian for everybody as far as what you guys do? What's like a dream that you have that everybody should adopt, in when you go out and deploy what you guys do? You got something new coming up.
I think Stephen probably needs to talk about the new thing, but I'd say one of the big initiatives that we want to do is reduce the number of people that are required out in the field by automating the oil field. And a lot of people with all these acquisitions are coming to realize that because they're buying things that they had no idea what condition it was in. And then they're like, well, we have remote operation centers, but we can't do anything here. And it's no fun to send a guy 3 hours to go check how things are running. But we do have something exciting, and it's the pump curve program. And Stephen can touch on that.
Yeah, it's a program that we set up in our SCADA systems that runs through. There's a couple of companies that have similar stuff that we do, but that particular one thing is not really, I guess. What we were so excited about is that the technology part of our world, right, is that we're bringing the old in with the new, right, to where you don't have to have the guy now that's driving around for 300 miles in a day checking 1,000 wells and well pressures and those different kind of things, And as we're upgrading and bringing in the integration systems that we carry now, and that you see the technology side of it and the young guys that are coming into this, it gives them something to be excited about, right? Because it's our industry is like buying a new laptop, right? It's every 5 to 7 years, something new is going to come out, something better is going to come
I always
out.
want a new laptop.
And you're right. And so you have to keep that integration and all those things, caught up as well. And that's what our industry is moving to, except, less of the manual side of things, to where the guys that are coming out of college, it gives them, hope of, they're going in on the technical side of thing. And it used to be was you go to the programming world of sitting in an office or somewhere, then you write code for somebody. And now that you can come to the oil field and build SCADA systems or build automation or build all these fun things, that every plant and then all the things are adopting. And it just gives the younger generation that is so tech savvy a kind of outlook forward to, know that there's going to be a space for them from now till as much technology as they decide to put in the oil field. So,
Kirk, you got a good team, bud.
Say that again.
You got a good team.
Oh, Stephen said it before, and like I said too, I've been doing this for a long time, and I can honestly say, and I tell people this constantly, this is the best team I've ever gotten to had the opportunity to work with. We've got a lot of really young engineers in our engineering team that are phenomenal, and they bring in so many new ideas for us that's been doing it for a long saying, man, we can do this better. And they come up with all kinds of different ideas and ways to program things to make your equipment last longer and run better and run more efficient, reduce electrical costs, reduce repair and maintenance. And they come up with all kinds of ideas that we go and share with our customers. And that's what keeps our techs busy, is going out there and doing the things that these guys come up with. And it's they work with some of the majors out there coming up with these ideas that they never thought of,
Wow.
So it's pretty dang cool.
I'm so glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this. I know it's a lot to take you all away from your booths and all the people coming through, but thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being part of our industry.
Thank you for having
Thank
us. Yep.
Guys, we're going to let them go, but what's the website?
www, of course, everybody knows that, is cavisenergy.com. CAVIS energy.com.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you next time. Take care. God bless y'all.